I want to share some thoughts about growth, personal development. I was cleaning out some clothes and I came across this forgotten but much loved t-shirt which has the slogan, "Never Not Trying." And I remember buying it 7-8 years ago, and I was totally in the mindset of hustle, 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 non-stop on the go. And I remember having a conversation with my older sister around about the time that I bought this. And I was working, evenings, weekends, public holidays, and not complaining about it, totally high on the adrenaline of it. And I remember her looking at me and sort of going, yeah, enjoy it. You'll get to a point where you don't want that anymore. And I didn't want to argue with her, but I had the silent thought of, you of little ambition. Now, the thing about older siblings and parents is that they're not always right, but they are quite frequently right, and particularly about the important stuff. She was right. I have gotten to a point where I don't want the always on hustle anymore. I'm not judging anybody who does want it, but I have just got to a point where it doesn't make sense to me anymore. But that doesn't mean I'm not interested in growth. But maybe I've gotten a little bit wiser about growth. Today, I would say I am still never not trying, but I'm trying differently. I'm trying to be more discerning about where I put my time and energy. I'm more discriminate in what I focus on. I'm never not trying to be kinder, to be a better listener, to be a better friend, a better mother, a better partner. I'm never not trying to find ways to live better. And it's one of the things that I think we're missing in the discussions and the content that's put out about personal development and growth. I think what's more important is that we set ourselves a direction, not velocity. We need to know what matters to us and tend towards it. Sometimes we'll go fast, sometimes we'll go slower, but the most important thing is that we know where it is we're going. And if you don't know, exactly where it is you're going, well, you can start like I did by ruling out the things that you don't want, and by a process of elimination, gain clarity on what it is that does matter the most. IBM's former CEO, Ginny Rometty, is famous for saying that growth and comfort don't coexist. I probably got the words wrong, but that was the gist. That if we're growing, we're necessarily uncomfortable. And I think she's right. I think that's true. But the flip side to that is, if we're always growing, we're always uncomfortable. And I don't think there's any human or any living being on the planet that can constantly be in a state of discomfort. So what that means is we can grow, but part of the growth has to be replenishment and rest. It doesn't have to be 24/7 hustle. As long as we have momentum, as long as we know what matters to us as defined by us, then we can set the pace. And my rate of growth is no better or worse than your rate of growth. It's how we define success for ourselves. So yes, let's embrace growth. Let's embrace the discomfort that comes with us. But also, let's acknowledge the fact that we have limitations by virtue of being human. They're not bugs, they're the feature of our humanity. We can embrace growth, we can embrace adversity, but we also need moments where we can, and those aren't wasted moments. Those are the moments where we build ourselves up to do even more, and then come back and. So when I think about trying these days, I'm not trying to impress. I'm not trying to build status. I'm trying to be a better person. And it feels a lot better doing it that way.